I'm Mariame Dem, and I'm the head of West Africa for WaterAid.
What does your organisation do in order to, help bring about the Millennium Development Goals that have been set?
Thank you. Our organisation, WaterAid, is focusing on water, sanitation and hygiene. And what we do is that we support local communities through local organization, local government for accessing to safe water, improved sanitation and better hygiene. And we also do a lot of policy work, really trying to get government, in the country we are working, but also from the developed world, to really ensure that the policy they are taking is really addressing the needs of the poorest, the most marginalized. And our presence here in that summit is just really about the importance of sanitation, not just as a standalone MDGs, which is lagging far behind, because we think that it hasn't been given the needed attention, but also to show how it's really relevant and critical to the other development sectors. 4,000 children die every day due to diarrhea, and half of these children are from Africa, sub-Saharan countries. So for us, when you want to really improve the health of the child, you need to ensure that any action you do within that sector is also getting access to sanitation, to toilet, basically speaking.
So do you think that the MDGs are interconnected, that you can't single out one that's more important than the other, or are there some MDGs that are more important than others?
Yeah, let me give you an example of a building. You need a foundation, and it's made of building blocks. If you want your you can't say that one building block is not important, and when one is weak or is missing, it's going to affect the entire foundation, and that means what you will be building, on that foundation will not be strong, or you can't go higher. So we do think that, development is not about compartment or slides of a it's about, conditions, in all aspects of the human being that are necessary for the person really to feel safe, to have the food, to have access to education, etc. So it's for us, it's just think about yourself. I think if our global leaders, when they are making this decision, if they just can think about themselves, are they ready to just look at their health and leave the other aspects, about the food, having the right food and enough food, about having education, etc., being empowered, so having the right to, etc. So it's just this. But also, I think most importantly, it's about really equity and equality. It's really bearing in mind when they are discussing the decision that there are 2.6 billion people that have no access to something which is very basic, which is toilet. That's it, and it affects, it can affect the safety of women, because if you have to go long way to go to toilet, because you don't have one at home, so you can be raped. It's very dangerous, it's tiring, and also the open defecation is also affecting the water that people are drinking, and in particular the babies, the children. So that's really, you have to look at it in that way.
Why do you think it's taking so long to provide such a simple solution to a problem of, something as basic as toilets?
I think, one of the reasons is just maybe because the people that are living that are not part of the decision-making processes. They don't have the power to say, it's what it is. We have to say, and WaterAid do recognize, that really getting the MDGs in 2000 was a big shift and really a big commitment. And we have made progress. There are solutions. However, looking at, really the targets that were set, looking at also what is remaining in terms of getting to the poorest, the most marginalized, really the basic services to protect their lives and to give them dignity and safe life. I think it's just that one that is missing, and we do hope that this meeting this week is going really to recognize that and take action. It's about action now. It's good to have meetings, declarations, sign commitment. But in Fulani culture we say a leader, is respected when what he's saying is implemented. So if global leaders want to be respected by their communities, by the world, the people that are, suffering from the lack of the basic services such as toilets, they have to implement their promises, which means getting enough funding and ensuring that the right decisions are taken, such as getting the key priorities, including, as I said, the sanitation and having this integration. And in particular also on the financing side, we do think that the financial crisis should not be an excuse, because we see when government are committed, they found the money. When there was an issue around the banks, world leaders found the money to rescue the banks. So we can find the money also to really give toilets, stop the 4,000 children dying a day to die, and really invest in the future of humanity.